Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome to Dr. Deirtre Cotton's 30-day self-development challenge. Are you ready to get better? Yes. And so let's go ahead and get started. After you type in your name, I see Gabrielle rolling. Go ahead, Gabrielle, type in your name and let us know where you are watching us in from. Okay? Yes? And with that, I've been saying, if you've been watching me, that it cannot be a new year except it be a new you. Okay? The new year doesn't poof make you brand new. It's the new you that will transform and change any year, any day, any week, or any month of your life. The only way that your life will change and get better is if you start making changes and start getting on that journey of becoming better. Yes? Good job. If I'm saying something that you agree with, I want to see you post in the chat and say, I agree. That is me. I am ready. Hashtag better, right? And so I want to just let you all know that self-improvement, we also can call it self-adjustment. We also can call it self-discovery. Also can call it self-development. But at the end of the day, it all equals becoming the better you. Yes? Becoming the better you. And so, I am and have coached women leaders to become their better selves, to shift and make their next power move. Where you are right now is not where you're supposed to be. And what you've done in the past should not sabotage your success of the future. A lot of times we let the success of our past block that of what we are to come, should become, and are able to become, because we get stuck in past success. We get stuck in past promotions. We get stuck in past accomplishments and then believe I have arrived, right? I've made it. I've gotten better at that. And then we stop. And then with the stop, we get stuck. We get stuck in what we did and what we used to do and how great we was. But guess what? There's room for bigger, wiser, stronger, greater. What is that called? Better. So, statistics would have it, and some of you all might have heard me say this already, but I want to say it again. Statistics will have it that there's 78 billion people that are in this world, and the number is probably ever increasing. So that number is approximate, right? And out of that, there is this group of people called one percenters. One percenters. There's one percenters of people who have obtained over 50% of the wealth in the world. How is it that there's only 1% of 78 billion people that have obtained over 50% of the wealth in the world? And the other 99% of us are living in this other class or monetary bracket that is nowhere near this 1%. Well, what I find out is that several of these one percenters have routines. They have self-discipline. They work on self-development and self-enhancement. They make that a priority in their goal setting. And so I'm coming to the realization that wealth and self-development work hand in hand. Okay? So I want to come today, as I see many of you all coming on. Yes, please put in your name in the chat. Let me know what city and state you are watching in from. Yes, right? If it's Michelle, I see Michelle Cotton. She's saying, yes, I am a one percenter. Yes. And a one percenter is someone who is not chasing after wealth. They're chasing after better. Can I say that again? A one percenter is not chasing after wealth. They're chasing after better. Because when you get better, your acquaintances increase, your opportunities increase, the open doors increase, the availability of opportunities for you increase. Your connections increase. Why? Because you're getting better. So, I want to say to you, ever since people are young and we are young, you know, we're told to excel in academics. We're told to excel in sports. We focus on getting good grades, and a lot of times we focus on excelling in all that we do. And I know I push my children. I push my children to be the best of the best, be the greatest, you know, be number one, be the number one stunner. And we're constantly achieving that for young people and our youth. But then when we get to be a certain age, we don't work on getting better. We don't work on self-development. We don't work on enhancing ourselves. What do? We help others get better, right? We help our children get better. We help our mother get better. We help the people that we work for. You help their company to get better. You help their organization to get better. You spend 30, 40, and almost 50 years of your life helping other people get better, right? Help their business get better. Help their career get off the ground. It could be your husband. It could be your wife. It could be your family. We just soak our attention into helping others get better. And then guess what? We are burnt out. We are laying on the wayside. We feel like we're stuck. We feel like our life has no passion, that we have no excitement. We have no enthusiasm. We have no goals of our own because we've made the goals of others our primary goals. I'm going to say that again. We made the goals of others our primary goals in life. And then when they achieve their goals, your primary goal was to help them meet their goals, and now your goal is gone because they've achieved it, they've received it, and they've moved on. And now you're stuck with feeling like, so what is there for me? So what am I to do? So what do I do with myself? So what are my goals? What are my visions? I don't have a plan. I don't have any goals. I don't have a vision. I don't see myself doing anything. Why? Because we spend our whole lives enhancing the lives of others instead of enhancing our own lives. We spend our whole lives developing others, and yet we lack developing ourselves. We spend our whole lives building organizations and companies and businesses for other people, but yet we never start a business, a company, or an organization ourselves. And so I want to talk to you about a few benefits. Won't be able to get through all 12 today, but I am going to talk to you about a few benefits of self-improvement, self-development, how important it is for your sanctity, sanity, right? And your wealth. Wealth is not only monetary, right? Wealth is favor, friends, inner circles, connections. Favor is your character that takes you places, your personality that people love. You don't need a whole lot of people to like you. You just need the right person to like you. I'm going to say that again. You don't need a whole lot of people. You just need the right person who's in the right place with the right connections and has the right money to open the doors and make the opportunity for you. And they're looking for you. They're waiting on you, but you have to develop to be the person or become the person that they are looking for. Yes? And so, the importance of self-development goes unnoticed. We do everything else. We work on our weight, we work on our hair, we work on our nails, we work on our eyelashes, we work on our suits, guys, right? We work on all these other things outwardly, but we fail to recognize the importance of maintaining your self-growth, growing. And tomorrow we're going to talk about putting that new wine in old wineskins in the growth, right? And so hold that thought for tomorrow. But we spend so much time becoming what other people want us to become. And we're going to talk about that during the 30 days too. becoming what other people want you to become instead of becoming who you are, right? And so we should start becoming very conscious, becoming more self-aware, observing your thoughts, your emotions, your attitude, your responses, how you respond to things, how you respond to people, how you respond to failure, how you respond to loss, how you respond to change, how you respond to transition. Yes? How many know that sometimes change is challenging, but change is necessary? Yes. How many know that loss can be upsetting, but loss is a part of pruning? If you want more growth, you've got to experience more loss. I'm going to say that again. If you want to experience more growth, you've got to experience more loss. Okay? And so, deciding to make self-improvements are an integral part of your life. And why am I starting with this on this year? Because there's no need for us to moan, groan, and whine about how horrible 2020 was when you can create the same year in 2021. Don't blame 2020 on the pandemic. Blame 2020 on yourself. The pandemic was going to come anyway. The question is, what did you do during the pandemic? How did you find creative ways to increase during the pandemic? How did you find ways to become better in the pandemic? Don't blame the pandemic on your tragedies, travesties, and or dilemmas. Because you make the year. The year doesn't make you. I'm going to say, somebody give me some of these right here. Huh? You make the year doesn't make you. When you become a new you, then you'll have a new year. With a pandemic, with a crisis, with a tragedy, because you'll be prepared emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. You'll be prepared for life's challenges, because guess what? Life is going to come if you grow with it or not. Yes, challenges of life will come, but you need to grow to the challenge. And so, first thing that I want to go over. We have 12. We'll probably get through 2 or 3 today. Hopefully 3. Somebody said 3. Somebody put in the chat 3. She started at 3 o'clock. Yes, 30 days. And I'm going to try to get through 3 points today. So, one thing, 12 reasons why self-improvement is important. And I have my notes if y'all see me looking down, because I need to keep and stay focused. Okay? So, a good speaker stays focused. Yes, I see it, Michelle. Thank you. 3. 1, increase self-awareness. The importance of self-improvement. Increase self-awareness. Self-awareness. Be aware of one's self. Be aware of what triggers you. Be aware of who upsets you. Be aware of what's toxic for you. You have to be aware of these things. We spend so much time getting to know other people and solving their issues that you don't even know your own issues. You don't even know your own pressure points. If only we spent that much time knowing ourselves. Self-awareness, right? Knowing ourselves, the things that would have been so much more different for us. So increase self-awareness. Thank you, Michelle. You have to increase knowing you. Stop being so involved in knowing others and start knowing you. And we'll talk about this a little bit later, but know your strengths. Know your weaknesses. Know your valleys. Know your mountaintops. Know those things that you're good at and those things that you're not good at. When you become self-aware, then you'll master the word no. I want to say, my, somebody give it to me. Somebody give it to me. When you become self-aware, when you become aware of yourself, you'll master the no. You'll master the no. What does that mean? You'll know when to say no to something because that's not a good fit for me. That doesn't work for me because I'm aware of who I am. I'm aware of where I'm going. I'm aware of what's a good fit. Stop being a yes woman. Stop being a yes man and become self-aware of that which you want to say no to. And when you're comfortable and you're confident in self, because you're aware of yourself, you'll be more comfortable and more confident in saying, come on, somebody type it in. What? No. No. Do you want to be a part of this group? No, that's not a good fit for me. Do you want to join this club or this inner circle? You know, there's some big name people that's a part of it. No, that's not a good fit for me. That doesn't work with who I am. That doesn't work with where I'm going, because I'm very self-aware of me. We're always aware of that's not a good fit for my daughter. That's not good for my son. That's not good for my husband. They won't like that. They're not going to love that color. We know what's good for everybody else, but then we don't know what's best for ourselves. Self-awareness. When are you going to sit with yourself and say, hey, what do you like? Right? Y'all remember Coming to America? Everything he told her to do, whatever you like, do this, do that. He said, well, what's your favorite color? Whatever's your favorite color. What food do you like? Whatever food you like. Where do you want to go? Wherever you want to go. What do you want to do? Whatever you want to do. And some of us have conformed to being that girl, that guy, because we're not aware. She did not have her own identity in that movie, Coming to America. Her identity would have been in whom she married. Yes? But no, you have your own identity. And self-awareness is very important for you to set goals, for you to set dreams, for you to know and have a clear vision of what you're supposed to be doing and where you're supposed to be going and the path that you're supposed to make a way for. Self-awareness. So the first step of self-improvement requires you to become more self-aware and get to know yourself better. Get to know you. Don't be afraid of you. Get to know you. Get to know you. And then it says, it makes you question yourself. Ask yourself questions. It makes you question yourself and face reality for what it is. However harsh it might be. Face reality for what it is. And be true with you. Somebody type that in. Be true with you. Be true. Don't sugarcoat an answer. And guess what? Can I tell y'all this? I got to say this. Answers hide from you. Answers are just not going to fall out of the sky. You want answers, you have to ask questions. Answers reveal themselves when questions are asked. I'm going to say that again. Answers reveal themselves when questions are asked. So a lot of times, you got to ask yourself, why does that make you so angry? Why does that person tick you off? Why do you get upset every time that happens? Why are you sad about that? Why are you jealous about her or him? Why is it that you procrastinate? Why can't you get yourself together? Why don't you know what you want to do in life? Why have you not discovered your own purpose? Why do you sink your own goals and visions and dreams in your children and not yourself? Sometimes you need to face yourself and ask yourself some questions. And guess what? Make yourself answer. Make yourself answer you. Why do you get angry? Why are you sad? Why do you get depressed? Why are you slowful? Why are you lazy? Why do you procrastinate? Why are you jealous? Why are you envious? Why do you want that? Why are you trying to achieve that? And then, I love journaling. I love writing. Write your answers down, but be truthful with yourself and start becoming aware of who you are. Start becoming aware of how God made you, who you be. And we'll be dealing with that a little bit down the road in these 30 days. Let me move a little bit forward. If something that I'm saying is reaching you, teaching you, if I'm talking to you, somebody say talking to me, reaching me, touching me, say something. Let me know if you becoming self-aware is something that you need to work on in 2021. Because if you continue to pour out of an empty cup in 2021, like you were doing in 2020 and 2019 and 2018, you're going to get the same result. You cannot, then I can give you from my cup. Well, what did I say? Not my cup, but my what? Somebody put it in salsa. I don't even care if you spell it wrong, but you can't drink from my cup. Somebody put in hashtag, not my cup, but my salsa. Maybe you can't even hashtag it, but you just go ahead and put it in there. I got a few more minutes with you all. So, self-awareness. And I'm going to tell the story. For a long time, I wasn't aware of self. I was aware of everybody else. And I'm just going to, matter of fact, I feel like I'm going to tell the story right now. I do a conference, or did a conference before the pandemic, a retreat. And every year we would go there for 4, 5, 6 years. I don't remember how many years of the retreat. And I was so engulfed and super excited about seeing the benefit and the growth and the transformation of all the women that came to the retreat. And oh my gosh, it was like retreats were selling out. We would have full house. Rooms are full. Women are being blessed. Deliverance is taking place. Transformation is just going down. I remember one year, a woman came there. She was so dejected, so depressed, so despondent because her son had just been killed recently. He was 18 years old, and someone paid for her to come to the retreat so that she could get total transformation. And in 3 days, God performed a miracle, turned that lady's whole life around in her perspective of the death of her son. And I say this not to get any accolades or anything, but one year I sat back in my room, in my retreat room, because I would have a room alone, and I sat back on the bed, and I said, God, everybody gets transformed when they come here, but me. But me. I never experienced the transformation. I never experienced the self-development or self-enhancement. Why? Because I'm ripping and running, and I'm doing and I'm getting, and I'm calling and I'm telling, and I'm mapping and I'm stretching, and I'm calling and I'm dialing, I'm running and I'm walking, and I'm chasing and I'm replacing, all those good things. But what I was doing was I was so concerned about everybody else that I lost concern for myself. I was making sure that everybody else was growing and I was stunted in my own growth. I was leading the people out front, but yet I needed a leader. If I'm talking to somebody, does it make you less powerful? No. Does that make you less great? No. Does that make you less of an awesome woman? No. It just comes to the realization that sometimes we give out and 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 we give out. How many more times can I say it? I'm going to say it 3 more times, right? And we give out and we give out and we give out till guess what? We out. We out. Why? Because we chose to develop others and not develop ourselves. We choose to enhance others and not enhance ourselves. We choose to help others grow, and yet we're not growing. We choose to help others' dreams come true, and our dreams are just dying. Yes, developing others, but not developing self. Women, ladies, men. We can't do that in 2020. If you're going to change your year, you got to change you and realize what's vital and what's super important, and that is self-development and self-awareness. First thing is be aware that you're dying. Be aware that you're crying on the inside. Be aware that you're stuck. Be aware that your wheels are just spinning in the mud. Spinning in the mud. What does that mean? That means you're active, you're moving, you're doing stuff, you're going, you're flipping, you flopping, you seeing, you skiing. I don't know if you're really skiing, but whatever. But what it is you're busy, but you're not really getting anything done. You're successful, but you're not really significant. What? Your success is not significant to you. It's like it's the success of other people, right? Absolutely, Quiniqua. Every coach needs a coach. Every leader needs a leader. And that's why I help women leaders. Why? Because even though we feel like we can do it for others, I found out personally for myself that what you are great at doing for others, you are not great at doing it on yourself. I'm going to end with that. How can you get a surgeon and he does great surgery on his patients, but I promise you, he cannot do surgery on himself? Let's call up the dentist. He can extract other people's teeth. He can fill cavities in other people's teeth, but he cannot fill a cavity in his own mouth. He cannot perform oral surgery on his own mouth. So he has to call for someone else that knows what to do for him. How do I get help when I am the helper? How do I get encouraged when I am the encourager? How do I get motivated when I am the motivator? How do I grow and enhance when I'm always enhancing and helping others grow? You've got to know when to stop and say, I've got to develop me. Or I'm going to live this life and die full of potential, full of gifts, full of talents, full of ideas, full of creativity, full. I'm going to die full. Why? Because I made sure that others died empty. That can't be you. And if you keep following me for the next 29 days, that won't be you. Because what? We're going to get better together. I'm going to stop right there. I'm just going to stop right. I thought I was going to go through 3. So let me tell you, we're going to talk about enhancing your strengths, right? We're going to talk about enhancing your strengths, and then we're going to talk about overcoming your weaknesses. Enhancing your strengths and overcoming your weaknesses. If you want to know how to enhance your strengths, if you want to know how to overcome your weaknesses, if you want to know how to equalize your life, I didn't say balance your life. I see you, Savannah Ford, sending me some love. Yes, yes. I see you, Jack, sending me up them hearts. Yes, 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 yes. I'm coming back tomorrow right here at 3 o'clock. Share this video. Let other people know that I am here to help you better your life. Because a better you is going to make a better year. Not the better year, making a better you. And I want this to be your best year ever. I want you to show up as the best version of yourself. Last year's version is not good enough for this year. With all of your accomplishments and with all of your accolades and all of your degrees and whatever promotion you got last year, all of that's good stuff, and I love it. And I'm glad you got it. But let's move on from it. There's bigger, better, greater things for you to do. Yes? So we got to talk about it tomorrow at 3 a.m. Not 3 a.m. Not 3 a.m. I won't even be here at 3 a.m. At 3 p.m., my daughter said, beat her here. Right here at the Dr. Deirtre Cotton channel. Share this. Let other people know. Tell them to get in. I'm your sister, your coach, your mother, your pastor, your Facebook buddy, and your Facebook friend. This is Dr. Deirtre, and I am here hoping up the 30-day challenge for this year of 2020. I am provoking you, pushing you, charging and challenging you to become a better you, right? To become a better you. Better is a journey that never ends. Your best last year is not good enough for this year. There is room for you to always get better. I see so many of you up there. I see Patricia, Alexis, Betsy, and Essie, and I read it wrong. Gabrielle and Michelle, I love each and every one of you. Share this video. I'm Dr. Deirtre Cotton. I have so much coming up for you. If you stay in with me for the remainder of the week, I will have a free gift that you all can download. Some lessons, some plans, some checklists, all of those things to help you become a better you. I just want to give some things away, free gifts, free prizes. Stick with me for the rest of the week. It's going to be good. Are you one of the 1%ers who's going to make self-development your passion? And then making self-development your passion, you'll see the wealth find you. You won't have to chase it. That whom you become will call it into your world, right? Becoming better will open up better opportunities. I love you guys. God bless you. Bye-bye.